and a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And then on Saturday, they'll head home and take on the Toronto Raptors.
And for that game against the Nuggets, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fit. It's the fifth contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. McGinnis out there with Parrish. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's McGrady in at the 2. And for the Lakers, we've got Tatum. Ja Morant, he's out there with Kobe. Then there's Edwards. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
Now here's Morant. Can't hit from in close. George with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. A shot by McGrady, no good. Now here's Kobe. Morant outside. Tatum on the wing. Out to Edwards. And taken away by Magic. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Here's George. And good, coming off the assist by Magic Johnson.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
Morant finds Tatum. Now here's Kobe. Parrish grabs the board. McGrady with the ball. The long distance three is buried.
And is there any shot T-Mac doesn't have?
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Tatum setting the pick for Edwards. Driving to the basket.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Here's Parrish, and it's Parrish with the jam.
And Parrish is an active big man, someone that uses his size and length well on the offensive glass.
Outside Tatum. It's good from long range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Johnson. Pass to George. McGrady against Bryant. McGinnis with the screen on Kobe. Hands it from downtown. McGrady's got 6.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
All right, a chance to look at stats for Anthony Edwards. Great showing for him last season. He was around 26 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Now here's Tatum. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Morant sets a screen for Kobe. Shot from 16, and that's off the glass and in.
The defense has got to cover Bryant everywhere. Otherwise, they'll just keep finding looks whenever he wants.
Johnson, the pass to McGinnis. Timberwolves passing it around. Johnson outside. To the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 16 feet away. McGinnis' shot is off. Lakers trail by 3. The shot's good from Bryant.
Such body control from Bryant. Able to take some hits there on the way up.
McGrady outside. Back to George. Pass to Johnson. Here's McGinnis. Here's McGrady. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful. You're trying to stop that.
Johnson, the pass to McGinnis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you've got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future. Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback. And let's check out some of the numbers here on Karl Anthony Towns. He's coming off an excellent season and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And again, you gotta love his commitment to excellence. He owns the free throw line. It's truly an impact part of his game. Now, here's Tatum. He's got 5, and the rejection by Parrish. Here's McGrady, and he's good on the 3-ball. McGrady's got 9. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly. Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Morant dishes to Towns. Tatum against Parrish. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Now look, from the moment he stepped into this league, Jason Tatum has been a difference maker. Every team in the league is looking for guys like him. Long, athletic, and most importantly, winners.
Hardaway's checked in for George. And Morant's got the ball here for the Lakers. They trail by 6. McGrady against Edwards. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. Throws it down. If the official calls the foul, it may be a 3-point play. Robert Parrish picks one up there.
And when you foul Bryant, you really got to foul him, or else he's going to make it an and-one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Siakam is checked in for Jason Tatum. Jaren Jackson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves leading by 3. Pass to McGinnis. It's rebounded by Towns.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Kobe kicks to Siakam. Back to Bryant. Morant passes to Edwards. And here is Bryant. He's guarded by Johnson. Down low, here's Hardaway. Shoots over Morant. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. Morant passes to Bryant. Morant with the screen on Johnson. Kobe kicks to Edwards. Back to Kobe. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Morant. Nice follow-through on the fadeaway.
Can't lay off of Morant. When he's roaming around that mid-range area, you know he's ready to lock in.
Johnson outside. Tracy McGrady on the wing. Pass to McGinnis. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA. The Lakers in 5th.
Ball movement was one of the keys to what they did last season. Every squad talks about teamwork. These guys backed it up.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. Morant finds Bryant. Oh, and the jam by Kobe Bryant.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Jackson. Still yet to score. Here's McGinnis. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And the Timberwolves lead by 3. The Lakers have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Outside, Kobe. Brunson sets a screen for Bryant. Out to Morant. Siakam inside. McGinnis covering. And that one's good. Morant.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
Now here's Johnson. His first shot coming late. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. And Los Angeles with some changes. Williamson is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Chris Middleton comes in for Bryant. And it's Edwards in for Jalen Brunson. Morant passes to Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady. And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Jared Allen's checked in for the Lakers. And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, Greg, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
It takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you.
Here's Morant. After Tim Hardaway's bucket, Siakam kicks to Morant. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Minnesota also with the sub. Owens checked in.
And Hardaway always looking to incorporate his teammates. You can see him keeping his eyes moving in order to make sure he's ready to deliver to the open man.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. Brunson the pass to Morant. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
To the left side wing. Boom. Here's Hardaway. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the handle that Tim Hardaway has, well, he can be fun to watch. There's an obvious joy to his game that you have to appreciate.
Zion Williamson's checked in for Morant. Minnesota also with the sub. Shaedon Sharpe's checked in for Bowen. Now here's Middleton. Nothing on the board. Hardaway with it. Now defended by Williamson. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. And, Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
Minnesota making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Now, Zubac. Tim Hardaway missing on the three.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Williamson kicks to Siakam. Trying to get something going. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by McGrady. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Hardaway, no good.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Clever play by Williams. Gets right in the defender's face to draw that foul.
Shooting for Minnesota.
And both free throws good for Williams.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Outside Bryant. Out to Brunson. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Barish. Hardaway is out there with Williams. And there's Jackson, and it's short in at the 3. Now here's Middleton. He has yet to score. Kicks it out to Williamson. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. That's good from Edwards on the assist from Williamson. And the Lakers lead by 1.
Clock's ticking, but Edwards able to deliver, not allowing the shot clock to throw him off his game.
Here's Hardaway. Pass to Jackson. Stolen by Brunson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And here's a look at some numbers for Williams. Coming off a terrific season, he averaged about 23 points a game last year, 5 assists and 6 rebounds. But to have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
And the experience and consistency Middleton offers is valuable to this team. He's still such an important player.
Now here's Williams inside. Williamson with the block. Brunson against Williams. Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Williamson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers. Brunson against Williams. The Lakers with the rebound. This is the first they're seeing of the Timberwolves here. First game of the NBA's regular season form. Out to Edwards. To the paint. A nice passing here by Los Angeles. Williamson is screen on Williams. Brunson. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lakers leading by 5. Brunson scanning the floor. Edwards finds Siakam, and here's Brunson. Takes it out to Siakam. Pass to Williamson. Just 5 to shoot. Brunson the pass to Middleton. Now here's Edwards. Driving, it's Edwards. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Tim Hardaway. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Los Angeles.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And additionally, they're doing a terrific job getting to the line tonight, and they're turning all those trips into early points.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting the cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Here's Brunson after Tim Hardaway's bucket. Outside Edwards. Over Hardaway. And again, the Lakers no good.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Jackson against Tatum. Jackson down low. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Tatum kicks to Brunson. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brunson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3, and boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Here's Hardaway. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. That free throw good from Hardaway. Los Angeles making a switch here. Morant's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. McGrady's checked in. Here's Morant. He's got 5. Tatum setting the pick for Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Oh, one thing about Ja, he's determined.
Timberwolves trail by 8. McGrady outside. Jackson kicks to Hardaway. Morant against McGrady. 4 on the shot clock. Hardaway with a wide open look. And they get it back. Connects from 3-point range. Hardaway has got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, and Hardaway there squared up from distance. He is as reliable as it gets from outside.
Morant right side. Out to Edwards. And another 3 for the Lakers.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here is McGrady. He's got 9. Here's George. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 3rd assist on the night. Los Angeles leading by 6. Brunson, left side. It's Morant in the corner. McGrady against Brunson. McGrady passes to George. Drops in the layup for 2. And now it's just a 4-point Laker lead.
And with his strength, George is not your average swing player. He can get his in the paint.
Outside Tatum. Outside Edwards. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And you can see the strength that Jackson has added to that huge frame. He is turning into a monster.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Hachimura, he's checked in for Siakam. Chris Middleton comes in for Edwards. It's Bryant in for Jalen Brunson. Timberwolves also changing it up. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Robert Parrish. And it's Johnson in for Tim Hardaway. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Looking now at some numbers for Zubac. A very nice season for him last year. And he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And you pointed out his ranking as the second best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could become #1 this time around. Jared Allen's checked in for the Lakers. McGrady, that one goes. Count it. McGrady's got 11 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Morant, the bounce pass. The three from Bryant. What a shooter! What a shooter! Kobe Bryant.
Nice set there, making it easy for Bryant. He had that lined up all the way.
Outside Jackson. Johnson surveying the floor. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Johnson. Jackson's got 6 points in the quarter. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
On the wing, Kobe. Out to Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Now here's Morant. He has 7. The kick out to Tatum. 5 on the clock. Bryant has the open look, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. 14 points for him.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And the dunk by Zubac.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Now Morant. To the inside. Cloak loose and taken away by Johnson. Pass to Jackson. There's the triple. Jared Allen grabs the miss. LA's on 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. And it's in there. Kobe's got 16 points.
When you talk about pure scores, Kobe is near the top of that list. This guy makes it look easy with all that talent.
Now, here is McGrady. 11 points in the game. Jackson misses.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's Morant in the corner. And then Morant slams it in.
Ooh, as usual, Morant bringing down the house.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
And so Bryant will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Morant. Tatum against Zubac. Tatum dishes to Morant. Kicks it down to Middleton. McGrady against Bryant. Here's Allen. Middleton finds Bryant. A second chance effort. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Here's Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists now in the game.
And he's no stranger to contact inside. Love watching Jackson bully his way through aggressive defense.
There's the pick. Here's Bryant. A minute 42 left to play in the first half. Kicks it down to Middleton. It's hauled in by McGrady. McGrady's got his 4th rebound in this one. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Allen. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Chris Middleton. Minnesota also making some changes. Robert Parrish is checked in for Zubac. And it's McGinnis in for Jackson. Tatum with the screen on George. And it's blocked. Here's Johnson. The shot by George. Wide open. Tries again. Johnson gets the bucket.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Lakers trail by 3. 58 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Kobe kicks to Towns. Pass to Brunson. Back to Bryant. Now Brunson. That one doesn't go. Good D by Johnson. Minnesota leading by 3. Here's McGrady. There's the 3. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. McGrady's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Brunson the pass to Bryant. Brunson sets a screen for Bryant. Morant outside. And Bryant kicks to Brunson. Tatum setting the pick for Brunson. Brunson drops it in from the arc. Wow!
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so we conclude the first half. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 6. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, they made a run there at the end. How did that happen?
We didn't do a good job of closing the half. We got to contain them from not making shots. We just got to do a better job.
We'll see if you can do that. Thanks, Carl. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Come on. They're measuring up. Sorry. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the league gotten a little too creative?
I wish you wear an alternative jersey every once in a while, Ernie.
Yeah, man. Your threads are getting a little bit stale. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up with this? I just asked a basketball question, and now it's a personal attack. I'm done with you two. And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Lakers.
At the defensive end, I'm not seeing disruption. I don't mean just forced turnovers. I mean taking the offense out of the rhythm.
Yeah, I mean when your opponent is shooting over 50%, a lot else has to go right. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Anthony Edwards out there with Tatum. Then there's Towns. And there's Bryant. And it's Morant in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Towns finds Tatum. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
When you got a guy that's too big for a guard, he's too quick for a forward, what do you have there? You have Jason Tatum. He is an absolute matchup nightmare.
First team foul at the
And here is Johnson. Pass to McGinnis. Tracy McGrady on the wing. No good from outside. Lakers trail by 3. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. The Lakers second.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
Here's Johnson. Pass to McGinnis. And here is Parrish. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Johnson against Morant. Out left to the wing. Tries from 16. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Bryant on the wing. McGrady covering. Towns a screen on McGrady. Bryant passes to Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the D.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Minnesota in the lead. Outside, George. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And a miss there on the triple.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Towns kicks to Morant. Outside Tatum. Morant sets a screen for Tatum for the tie. McGrady against Bryant for the lead. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Parrish has got his 6th rebound on the night. Johnson against Morant. Johnson down low, and he lays it straight in. Johnson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. And Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 9. Pass to Towns. Excellent D there from Parrish.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And the 3 ball is good. George has got 11 points.
Just devastating. George making it look easy with that move.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. 7-point differential. Tatum on the wing. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Guinness has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting 1 of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
And Bryant gets it to go.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Back to McGrady. Kobe with the steal. Tatum against McGinnis.
And when Tatum is aggressive like that, it's tough to keep him off the line.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
And so Tatum nails them both. Minnesota leading by 5. Pass to McGinnis. Here's McGrady. Here's McGinnis. Now, here's George. 11 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. And it's good on the way in. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Morant passes to Kobe. Morant with the screen on McGrady. Out to Edwards. Back to Kobe. Outside Edwards. That 3 off the mark.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's Johnson. The shot from the low post is good. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Towns a screen on McGrady. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3 ball for these guys.
Pass to McGinnis. Back to Johnson. And the layup's good off the glass. Johnson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Tatum setting the pick for Kobe. Out to Edwards. Back to Kobe. 6 to shoot. Left side, Towns. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Bryant's got 3 assists in the game.
Wow, look at the release. Towns with a quick trigger.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 8. Johnson against Tatum. Pass to Kobe. Morant outside. Back to Bryant. Morant outside. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
With his touch, Tatum's a threat from anywhere.
Siakam is checked in for the Lakers. Jalen Brunson comes in for Edwards. Tim Hardaway is checked in for the Timberwolves. Pass to McGinnis. Here's McGrady, defended by Bryant. Another miss by Minnesota.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Siakam finds Towns. Brunson outside. Second shot opportunity. Kobe getting it done in close.
How about the follow-up by Bryant, outworking the defense to get that second chance opportunity.
Pass to McGrady. Fires for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. McGrady's got 22 points.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 11. Outside, Towns. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Towns has got 5 points now in the quarter. Minnesota's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Pass to Towns. Johnson against Morant. Towns dishes to Bryant. It's hauled in by McGinnis. McGinnis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the shot is good from Johnson.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Brunson the pass to Kobe. Back to Brunson. Outside, Towns. Towns, a screen on Hardaway. Here's Brunson, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Tim Hardaway.
And he saw a lane, and Brunson decides to challenge it. Doesn't take but a sliver of daylight for him to be aggressive.
And both free throws good for Brunson. Timberwolves leading by 4. Johnson kicks to Hardaway. On the wing, Tracy McGrady. Pass to McGinnis. Timberwolves passing it around. They grab their own miss. Johnson outside. McGinnis with the screen on Morant. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. McGinnis' shot is off.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Oh, what a feed right there. Townsend's vision is really off the charts.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to McGinnis. And here is Johnson, guarded by Morant. Here's McGrady. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. McGrady's got 25 points in the game.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Kobe kicks to Morant. Back to Kobe. Kobe soaring through the air.
Leaping up to the rim. Bryant sees the opening and does not hesitate to attack.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Outside Hardaway. Parrish outside. Outside Hardaway. McGinnis with the screen on Brunson. Hardaway, no good.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Bryant finds Brunson. Out to Morant. Brunson against Parrish. On the wing. Rebounded by Tracy McGrady.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Wasted no time on that one. McGrady's got 11 in the second half.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Now here's Brunson. 13 points in the game. Morant outside. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
McGrady against Bryant. Fires, high post. The rebound by the Lakers. 50 seconds left in the third. Driving inside.
I like watching Kobe when he's in that slash mode to the rim. Plays with force. Knows how to get to the strike.
He's had 5 chances at the line. Gone 4 for 5.
He's dialed up his aggression here in the second half. Consistent in working himself to the line.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Tatum, he's checked in for Towns. And Middleton subbed in for Morant. Jackson, he's checked in for Minnesota. George comes in for McGrady.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Brunson the pass to Kobe. Brunson sends a screen for Kobe. Kicks it down to Middleton. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 5. Poked away. Here's Bryant. Kobe with the slam off the drive.
Yeah, if you're going to give Bryant a lane to the rim, then you deserve to get dunked on. You know how tenacious he is when penetrating inside.
Outside Hardaway. On the wing, Johnson. And it's off from three-point range. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Timberwolves lead by 3. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. Tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here's Brunson. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Jaren Jackson is out there with George. Then it's Tim Hardaway. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's McGrady in at the 2-guard spot. Now, here's Siakam. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. Brunson being aggressive.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Pass to McGrady. Shakes him. And that's 2 points on the layup. McGrady's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Well, McGrady is just going off right now. He's enjoying himself and going after buckets with reckless abandon.
Middleton finds Tatum. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Morant with the steal. Takes it out to Siakam. Brunson with it. Hardaway picks him up. Outside Tatum. Back to Brunson. It's Morant in the corner. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists in the game. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Zubac, a screen on Morant. To the middle. Zubac in the post. Siakam's there. Basket good.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Up top, Tatum. Guarded by Jackson. Morant with a wide open look. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And if you're wondering what makes Ja so special, it's his ability to take over games all by himself.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Left side, George. Here's McGrady. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Brunson. Brunson, hard finish inside.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He told his players, I need you to play smarter out there. You're in a rush right now, and that's why we're behind. Slow things down. Run our plays. We'll see if that tempo shifts at all. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Pass to Tatum. Hardaway against Brunson. Back to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Over Jackson. Tatum no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Hardaway. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. McGrady's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Out to Brunson. Sinks the triple. Brunson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
Here's McGrady. And he gets it to go.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Tatum against Jackson. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Kicks it down to Middleton. Stolen by George. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And it's George finishing it off.
A ferocious player in transition. George takes full advantage of the fast break when given the opportunity.
Now here's Morant. Kicks it out to Siakam. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Morant. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Hardaway. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. LA has gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Brunson the pass to Siakam. Morant outside. Kicks it down to Middleton. Pulls up. High post. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Nice, a mid-range jumper by Middleton. I didn't know guys were allowed to take that shot anymore.
Outside Hardaway. Shoots over Brunson. Hardaway, no good. The Lakers in the lead. Kicks it out to Siakam. Morant outside. Siakam sets a screen for Morant. Rebounded by Jackson. And so George will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. McGrady hits the three-point bomb. McGrady's got 18 points just in the second half.
Has he risen to the challenge down the stretch, or what? 3 of 4 here in the fourth.
Brunson right side. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And the Lakers lead by 2.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
They get the rebound. And the dunk by Zubac.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. So it's the Lakers now. After the basket by Minnesota. Brunson finds Siakam. Tatum down low. Guarded by Jackson. Middleton inside the three-point line. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Pass to McGrady. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morant looking around. Out to Brunson. Pulls it from 20. Siakam's shot is off. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots.
And Brady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
Here's Morant following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Tatum on the wing. Back to Morant. Tatum downhill and slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Zubac a screen on Morant. Here's McGrady. Kept alive. Jackson kicks to McGrady. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The more time Jackson spins at the rim, the better. His length is a deciding factor in this game.
Morant passes to Tatum. Back to Morant. Tatum on the wing. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retaining possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Towns, he's checked in for Siakam. Edwards comes in for Chris Middleton. Kobe is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Timberwolves also changing it up. Robert Parrish is checked in for Zubac. McGinnis comes in for Jackson. And it's Johnson in for Tim Hardaway. From deep, George. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. McGrady's got his 6th assist on the night.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Here's Bryant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
First team foul.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Bryant. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. George with the ball. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Tatum against McGinnis. Excellent D there from Parrish. Timberwolves leading by 3. Johnson in the corner. McGrady outside. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Now Tatum. Outside. Towns. Off target with his 3. Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Deflects the pass. The offensive rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. Got one more, though. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Los Angeles has gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter so far. Morant outside.
Doing a good job using the pump fake to his advantage.
His 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Los Angeles, Ja Morant.
And the 2nd of 2 is good. That trims the lead to 6.
You hope that leaving points at the line won't come back to haunt them.
Bryant against McGrady. And he banks in the layup. McGrady's got 42 in the game.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Outside, Kobe. Pass to Towns. It's Morant in the corner. Back to Towns. And he drops it in from the low post.
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
McGinnis with the screen on Morant. Spins. Here's Johnson outside for George. McGinnis with the screen on Edwards. George dishes to McGrady. A three-pointer off the mark.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Whoa, look out! Look out!
Okay, I see you.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Now, here is McGrady. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McGrady's got 44. And that put a hush over the crowd.
Wow, I mean, took these fans out of the game in the blink of an eye.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Morant, right side. Outside for Kobe. It's tipped, and he recovers it. That's a 2 from Towns. Makes a big high bounce and goes in.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Tracy McGrady.